this is one of the most anticipated interview of the season, guys. I have to really tell you guys the truth. I learned so much from him and I got to deduce a lot from all that Sinaye has said in this interview. Hey there is, you're back on to Spicy Update with Lovely on. I hope you guys are doing okay. Please do not forget to like this video as you are watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel for more updates about your baby Imsasi housemates and general Big Brother gist updates. So you guys, Sinaye was in this interview. Like I was able to deduce a lot of things from this. First, let's start with the house. Sinaye had revealed that he lived his reality in the house because this engineer your life with long me, he had asked him, at some point we are like, are we seeing the different Sinaye, or are you trying to fit in with was available in the house? And he had mentioned that, well, it was his reality, it was his person, that he has a lot of love to give, and that's who he is. So even after the show, a lot of persons are like, oh, this is who you are, we love you for this. But guys, I think there is something Sinaye is actually dealing with, because he had mentioned that he's also seeing a mental health expert, a therapist, because he really needs to keep his mental health at check and take care of himself generally. And I think there's so much he's dealing with, having had to move into Joburg. Okay, like this, he is not where he has been. He's always been at Eastern Cape, and just relocating to Johannesburg, the new reality of being a celebrity in quotes, like he mentioned, like you don't even have time to rest, to sleep. You just here, there are so many things you have to deal with. And just today, he was complaining that he got a haircut for such an exorbitant price. Wow, you can imagine such adjustment, or would I say adaptation, having had to adapt. But guys, I think there is something Scenario doesn't want to talk about, especially when it has to come to his relationship. And I'm so glad that this man brought it to him. He was not really straight. He was not direct, okay, in the question, but he still had his way. He still maneuvered his way into asking him this question. The man started by talking about his loved ones, talking about those things, or would he say the relationship he valued, like the relationship he valued, because a lot of persons were wondering what is going on in the house. Did you fall in love in the house? When we know you're in love in the real life, what is going on? And after the show, are you trying to tell us that, so he mentioned that he had to answer this type of questions over and over again, and like he doesn't really want to talk about it. And he went ahead to say he believes that everything that happens in his life is how God wants it. And well, he's quite young, okay, even if he has made mistakes, and trying to say like he gave up everything just for him to be where he is. And but it was really contradicting each other, because at the time he engineer your life with long me told him, well, it is your private life. Now that you're like out there, everybody wants to know what's happening with you, what's happening around you, and you should not forget that it is your private life. So these are some things you may choose to keep private. So that was when Sinaya said, that when you love something, you have to nurture it and you have to protect it, the thing from. So I said, probably, who knows? I am thinking maybe that is what I'm thinking. Okay, maybe Sinaya is trying to keep this thing out of the public eye, or there is something somewhere he is not telling us, okay? Because he has mentioned that he's dealing with a lot. There are so many things. And when asked, I was expecting a direct answer. I was expecting him to talk a little bit about Zanti, but he didn't. And when he talked about love, he is this love because he grew up in love, his family. Talked about his dad being like a role model. He wants to take care of his kids. He want to be there for his children, just like his dad was, even more. So you could see that his dad, he's just like a replica of his dad, and his dad being in his life played a pivotal role, like played a very good role in his life. Like, and he said when he came out of the house, like his parents were even like surprised that, oh, he drinks. Maybe they don't know that he drinks. So, and he was surprised at the kind of massive love he received. He was really surprised at the massive love that he received from his family. So, in all of that, his family was there to receive him, to show him love. And that's really got me thinking, could it be that what I heard sometime allegedly that he had broken up with his girlfriend may be true? I think there is something fishy in all of this. All is not just well with that relationship, but I don't think Sinaye is ready for that conversation. Or he's just trying to protect whoever it is he loves from everything going on. He just don't want to talk about his private life. But if you can talk about that on national TV, always talking about that relationship, I expected that when he was, I said, ah, no, because when he was asked about the connections he built in the house, guys, he did not mince words at, you know, explaining how he feels about Taki, how he has built this relationship with Taki, and how he has built a solid, long-lasting brotherly connection with him. In fact, he went further to say he had met with Taki's parents and vice versa. I think I brought it in one of my uploads when both parents met with these two young men. Like, he's like a brother to him. He didn't really like hesitate to tell us about his connection with Taki, but Sinaye he always says his girlfriend is understanding, is this, is that. But I think there is something, maybe there is something he has to do with, or is it that this lady left him when he was going into the Big Brother show, or is it that there are some things that she saw that she decided to back out of the relationship, and probably she has moved on. That is what I am thinking. And if you can go back to watch this, that is what, I don't know how many of you guys have seen this interview, and let me know what your thought is on that. So, he kept on saying he's a Christian and he's someone that believes in whatever that happens at every point in your life is God. And he wouldn't say he's quite young, though he's pretty young. He still have a lot of time to like make mistakes, learn from the mistakes and all that. So like the whole thing is contradicting, guys. The whole thing is contradicting. But sometimes allegedly I heard his girlfriend's auntie left him. In fact, she had left before he went into Big Brother's house. I think probably she didn't want him to go into the house, or going into the house, coming out, so that there's no headway there, because I don't know. I know that yes, most of them that have come out, we've not seen anything about, but at least there's a way he got the public involved by always talking about her on national TV. So probably he has come out and he decided that, oh, this thing is not supposed to be for everyone. I have to keep my relationship private. Like he said, if you want to nurture what you love, you have to keep them away from your environment. You have to keep them. So like she's trying to protect her, because against bully, against because there was something he said, they keep coming for people you love. So I think he just want to like, he doesn't want to put her out there. That is what I can deduce. But in all, there is still something they have to deal with. Okay, there's still something they have to do. But in all of that, I think he's doing well. He talked about his hobby. He talked about being in the sports. In fact, not to be addressed as a baby himself, but as a sports is a sports counselor or sports reporter or whatever. Okay, he's more into I think the hockey game and the rugby. The other time we saw that some of the housemates were there to cheer him up in one of the stadiums where they were doing this rugby game and all that. So like from all he has said, you would understand that Sinaye is somebody who believes in God, who hopes in God, and who believes that whatever that happens in his life is just how God wants it, and he doesn't really need to stress so much about that. Though it may hurt him, and he's embracing his new reality, his new lifestyle, the adjustments, trying to adapt to the new life in Johannesburg, and getting used to everything around there. He also talked about his snipers, like how amazing they are, how supportive. In fact, one of the snipers wrote Sinaye this beautiful, sweet letter, guys. I don't know if I will really have time to put it here so that I won't really bug you guys. Probably I'll come to that in a separate video so that this particular video is not really going to be too long. But in all of this, Sinaye is a nice guy. That's just what we are seeing together with Z. You guys know how delusional some shippers can be. Shippers are pushing a narrative that is not there. All I see is just a healthy friendship, and you know yeah, okay. So he talked about betrayal. That was another thing Sinaye talked about, okay? And I think I'll be doing that in a separate video shortly after this one. All right, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like this video, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Bye.